I've been waking up slow with the weight in my chest, like the sun forgot how to shine in the west. And I smile when they ask, say I'm doing just fine, but there's thunder rolling quiet in the back of my mind. Some days are light, and some days I fake, and some days I break for my own damn sake. Well, the thing is, I'm trying, even when the voice in my head keeps lying. It's a war just to get out of bed, but I breathe in deep and I face it instead. No, I'm not alright, but I'm fighting to be. Well, the thing is, I'm still me. I got friends who don't call, and I don't blame them. Hard to hold space when your world's gone vacant. And I wish I could tell you what's missing inside, but it's foggy in here, even with open eyes. I wear my silence like armor, I know, but there's hope in the cracks where the light starts to show. Well, the thing is, I'm healing, even when I don't trust what I'm feeling. Every scar is a line in my song, every stumble's a sign I've been walking this long. And I don't have a map, but I've got my feet. Well, the thing is, I'm still me. I won't lie and say it's easy, but I won't hide the storm inside. If you're walking through the darkness, take my hand, we'll walk side by side. Well, the thing is, we're learning, and the fire in our hearts keeps burning. Even when the night feels too long, the strength in the fact we go on. So if you're not okay, let this song set you free. 'Cause the thing is, you're still you, and that's still enough for me.
Hello, everybody. Welcome in. So let's get started. I see Regina. Okay. 16 months. 16 months. Damn. Well, thank you, Regina. How you doing? Christina Rain, how you doing? Sweetie Cake, how you doing? Gilly, how you doing? 57 and Free, Manic Mama Studio, Sane, Connie S, Megs L, Nana's Dragonfly. How's everybody doing? So, for the new ones here, this is a mental health channel. I'm a huge advocate for mental health. I do cover other things occasionally that are not mental health related. And we'll be covering certain things here in the near future. So I had a person comment under a video. Okay. I did a live talk about unspecified personality disorder. Okay. And the person commented, it's public knowledge. You can go look up the video and see the comments yourself. He talked about how he was diagnosed with a personality disorder and he was told to do DBT. And he don't think DBT works with people who have personality disorders. So, full of heart, how you doing? And I wanted to talk about DBT and just do a live all about dialectical behavioral therapy, also known as DBT. So, DBT is a type of talk therapy rooted in cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, that focuses on teaching individuals skills to manage intense emotions, tolerate the stress, and improve interpersonal relationships. It is particularly effective for individuals who struggle with emotional regulation, experiences self-destructive behaviors, or have difficulty in social interactions. DBT aims to help individuals build a more fulfilling life and balance by balancing acceptance of their current situation with the need for positive change. Will be, how you doing? So, cognitive behavior, CBT and DBT, which are very important because they're connected. So, dialectical behavioral therapy is, like we said, talk therapy, psychotherapy. It's based on cognitive behavioral therapy, but it's specifically adapted for people who experience emotions very intensely. Now we're going to talk about what is dialectical behavioral therapy used for. This is where I wanted to go. Okay. Dialectical behavioral therapy is especially effective for people who have difficulty managing and regulating their emotions. DBT has proven to be effective for treating and managing a wide range of mental health conditions, including borderline personality disorder, self-harm, behavior, post-traumatic stress disorder, substance use disorder. I'm not going to go into you know into all the everything, but eating disorders, specifically binge eating disorder or bulimia, depression, and anxiety. It is important to note that the reason DBT has proved effective for treating these conditions is that each of these conditions is thought to be associated with issues that result from unhealthy or problematic efforts to control intense negative emotions. Rather than depending on efforts that cause the problems for the person, DBT helps learn the healthier ways to cope. Okay, so what about ADHD? Megs L says. Clumsy Clairvoyance, how you doing? Vermont Cheddar, welcome in. How you doing? A Dose of Rose, how you doing? Be safe. Okay, so I'm going to cover ADHD on another live, but I just wanted to show that, you know, if you're diagnosed with borderline personality disorder, dialectical behavior therapy is very important. It's very important. And the thing is when it comes to therapists, and I've stressed this many, many times, don't settle for the first therapist that you come across. Settle for the right therapist you come across. So how does dialectical behavioral therapy work? Okay, so the main goal of therapists who use dialectical DBT is to strike a balance between validation, which is acceptance of who you are and your challenges, and the benefits of change. Your therapist will help you learn new skills to improve emotion regulation. The structure of DBT can vary some from therapist to therapist, but in general, DBT involves these four types of sessions: pre-assessment, individual therapy, skills skills training in groups, and telephone crisis coaching. Willow, how you doing? Yes. DBT helps people with PTSD. Yes, it does. You're very right. Sweet Sleuthy, how you doing? So, if anybody's ever used DBT, okay, I've just used therapy. I'm gonna drop the link in chat. If anybody wants to come up, they can come up. So, Vermont,
Hey, what's up?
have
Can you
you
hear me?
have you done yes? Have you done DBT therapy?
No, but what I'm saying is, I uh, I had experience that gave me PTSD. I believe, I'm not a doctor. I can't diagnose myself, right? So, but I talked to my doctor, and you know, he did admit that I went through some things. So I have like social anxiety and you know what I mean, like PTSD at the same time. And I started taking fluoxetine
Yep.
or Prozac, and ever since then, I just been like in this dream world, man. It's it's kind of scary.
Well, have you talked to your doctor about it?
Yeah, of course. I called him. I'm just like, hey, man. Like ever since I started taking this stuff, I sleep like a cat, like 18 hours a day. Oh, let me go to the
That's not
regular
good.
comment.
Too much.
Yeah. No. But also like it increased my appetite, and then like I also started going playing poker again, like, and it gave me like happy thoughts at times when I wasn't tired, but like it was very impulsive. And I don't know if you ever seen The Sopranos, you
Well,
know, when Tony's like kind of like in his
yeah, but
Prozac phase, like I was kind of
Vermont
there.
Cheddar, Vermont Cheddar. This live is about dialectical behavioral therapy.
Yeah, but
That's what I'm.
that's what I'm saying is I never heard of it, and I'm really
Okay,
really curious about it.
so it's talk therapy. It's seeing a therapist and talking about what your trauma is, your intense emotions, and being open. Okay, and then they do different steps. Once they get you away, once they advance from the individual therapy, then they put you into a group situation and see how you handle it there. And then they continue on. You know what I'm saying? So it's different stages. Okay. So like
So
say for example,
basically, it's like CBT, but they start you off on a lighter level and then bring you in onto higher levels.
yes, yeah. So so you'll have the individual therapy, right? And then when you get to the skills training in groups,
This way,
this
it's
would
not too
happen.
intense.
So in these sessions, your therapist will teach you skills in group setting. This isn't to be confused with group therapy, in which you discuss your problems with others. Think of it more of like teaching and learning lessons in a classroom setting. DBT skills aim to help enhance your capabilities in day to day life. The four skills your therapist will teach include mindfulness, distress tolerance, interpersonal effectiveness, and emotion regulation. So in a group setting, you know, like like they said, like you're in a classroom, that's what you learn.
You know, it was always weird. It was like when I was a kid, I was always like really good in the classroom. You know, like if I didn't want to pay attention, maybe I kind of just dazed out or something. But like I was never like a mean kid or like a bully or you know what I mean, like a class clown. I just maybe I made a few jokes here and there, but after school it was different. Oh man. Man, after
Well,
school, I used to play hockey a lot, Eddie. We had a lot of fun.
so so the risk and benefits. Okay, we're going to talk about the risks and benefits of DBT. What are the benefits and risks of dialectical behavior therapy? DBT has proven to help people with their mental health conditions in several studies. For people with borderline personality disorder in particular, DBT results in less self-harm behavior and anger, fewer days of inpatient hospitalization, less substance and alcohol misuse, improved depressive symptoms. However, DBT isn't for everyone, and it can be very difficult. DBT is more likely to work for you if you are committed to making positive changes, are ready to fully commit to therapy and do homework assignments, are ready to focus mostly on your present and future rather than your past, and feel able to do some sessions in a group with others.
So you have to be very committed to this therapy.
Yes,
And
I agree,
it,
Miss Liability. I think everyone could benefit from practicing DBT skills. I totally agree. I agree with that statement wholeheartedly.
you know, it's just hard when people are trying to come back from the worst things that, you know, it takes a while to get back in the rhythm, you know, and I don't know if DP is a major, you know,
Well, it's
jump
not
or is it
so.
a nice little step?
It's progress. You got to start somewhere.
Well, that's true, but sometimes people ask you to do a lot more than you got to do sometimes, you know, sometimes less is more, you know. Keep it simple, stupid, you know. That's how I always thought about it.
If that statement was so easy, we'd have less problems in this world.
Yeah, I mean everything sounds easy, but that's why they're cliches, I guess, you know.
So, and people experience life differently. The way you see life is different than the way somebody else sees life. And it's not just therapeutic, like Miss Liability says. It's real life skills, communication skills, thinking skills. So they're
Also,
real
like
life.
it helps you socialize. It helps you, understand feelings when you're in a situation or, you know, in public or whatever. And it gives you humans are very highly adaptable people, so it helps you just get on that process.
Correct.
And that's what I'm guessing.
It just teach you because people with because you said you believe anxiety, okay, social anxiety, okay, and PTSD, okay, but you won't know that until you see a psychologist, okay.
I'm seeing a doctor. It's just
Is
that
a doctor a psychologist?
he's a psychiatrist.
Same difference.
Uh,
It's just a psychiatrist can
he does
prescribe
meds
medication.
and he does therapy. At the same time.
Okay.
He's kind of like my the doctor in The Sopranos, kind of like one of them. I pay out of
So you go
pocket,
back to
and
the TV show. You and the Sopranos, Vermont Cheddar.
I am from New Jersey. I mean, what am I gonna do? Fucking lie about it?
No.
The thing doesn't exist. I'm just happen to see a doctor that
Yes. So DBT helps us use our wise mind across the board, but its skills can be learned. It's skills to be learned. So that's what Miss Liability is saying. All saying said, my
Well, like if I
therapist
go to
is good
Great
at
Adventure
therapist.
and I'm like, oh my god, like I'm overwhelmed. It teaches me how to just deal
Handle
with
that
that.
situation. Yes.
Yeah, that
When you become
overwhelming,
overwhelmed.
agoraphobic
Yeah.
type of nature.
So,
Now go on, Eddie. I was just
but off topic,
I was learning. Thank you. I learned a
yeah,
lot.
off topic. Just want to share with you guys. I started back in the gym today. I saw a nutritionist, and also I have to change the way I eat. So, yeah. So the next couple of days, I'm doing what they call I'm pigging out on my favorite foods, and then I'm quitting cold turkey and starting on my diet on Wednesday. And from then
That's the
on,
one side effect of my medication was it made me like get an appetite and eat, and I gained like 15 pounds in 2 weeks. Like, but it should stop there. I should be stable.
so I walked a mile today on the bicycle. I biked a mile today before my knees said it's enough. Um,
I tell people, Eddie, man, like people are like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna start jogging and running. I'm like, yo, listen, if you're not in shape, please use non-impact ways of doing it. Go swim or ride a bicycle or you know, because like I've seen people like ruin their knees and their ankles and their backs, and it's just functional therapy is a good thing to I want to promote because it's not regulated. You don't have to be a doctor, but if you know somebody who knows how to get you in shape without putting stress on your body, so this way you can eat and be anabolic while also losing weight at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Muscles lighter than fat. I mean heavier than fat, so you can gain weight and lose fat and be the same
Miss
weight.
Liability, I wish I could have you on panel to share your experience with DBT.
No, Regina, come on. Liability, come on. I'm gonna step down. I gave my story. I just said this is interesting because I didn't hear about DBT before, and I thought I knew a bunch, but I guess I don't. And
We all learn something every day.
yeah, and
Believe it or not, we all learn something new every day.
I find myself searching for new things, and I'm like, oh, I've seen it all, and eventually, sometimes I find something. I'm like, oh, you know what? Thanks. I learned something today. So. Just all be blessed, all be careful, all be safe. And
Thank you.
I'll hang out if you want and mute myself, but I don't want to take anybody's opportunity away to speak if they want to, like Regina or or whoever.
Whoa. So I just, I look at it this way. In my humble opinion, Vermont, and, a lot of people agree and a lot of people disagree, that I think therapy works for us all. I think it does. If you find the right therapist.
Yeah,
And,
it's
and
like
it's
finding the right bag of chips in a freaking convenience store. You got to find the right one. I mean, it takes, sometimes you have to
some
spend a little
some have
money.
more air than others.
Sometimes
You
people
do all
just
say,
stick with the same brand, and
oh,
sometimes people just try everything and find something that actually works. And, you know, that's why I'm so mad that, like, when I was younger, I trusted so many doctors. I was just told, like, yeah, they're good doctors. Just listen to what they have to say. You know what I'm saying? And
yep.
man, they they threw me through the ringer, brother. And it's not a sob story. I'm just saying they're like, oh, here's this. It was the 90s, you know? Oh, new drugs this, new drugs that.
And that's the reason why I
And
don't talk about it.
yeah, it's not something you want to talk about because it's very complicated
I
and
don't,
very
because the thing is, and I'll tell you,
it
Vermont,
works for some
and I'll
people, it
explain
doesn't
why.
work for others. You don't want to get into it. It's bad news.
Correct. That's true. And misdiagnosis prolongs the grief. Yes. So the reason why I don't talk about medication, because it works differently for everybody. And on top of that, some people just don't need it. They just need a therapist.
Yeah,
Crazy and
and
wicked.
also like you're supposed to be on it for like 4 to 6 months and you're not supposed to be on it for life, you know? Like, you're supposed to see if it actually helps to see if you are depressed. It's not supposed to fix the depression. It's supposed to see if you are depressed. It's very
That,
it's a very complicated thing, and the AMA makes the doctors act in certain ways and protocols, procedures, and it's
about the APA.
American Medical Association, I thought it was.
We got the American Psychology Association too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but basically, yeah, they have to go. So try this, then try that, then try this, then try that, and so like people are put, like I said, through the ringer. So don't get into it because everybody's on a different level, and you don't want to give yourself any, bad information to your friends.
That's why I talk about therapy, because sometimes therapy is all you need.
Yeah, only they just. I grew up. I guess I'm the last of the Gen X's. 79. You know what I'm saying? And we thought we found miracles,
You
but
know, majority of the people in my chat are Gen X's.
yeah. So what is that? 70 something, 79.
It's to 80.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm 79. So yeah, like I got to use rotary telephones. I had all the good fun. Rode my bicycles till I crashed down a freaking hill. We had all the fun in the 80s. It was like
Yep.
Stranger Things in real life, man. Like tell people who are younger, if you are here and you are younger, like the Stranger Things was like that's what we did when we were kids. We played games, we played Risk, we drove skateboards and bicycles and just had fun.
Remember how you
We
had to
got
put the aluminum on the antenna of the TV? Just to try
Yeah,
to
I
get
did have
signal.
rabbit ears. I had a black and white TV that had UHV on it. I had a no remote. I had to do the clicks to dial. I'm not here to
Trust me, I
brag
know.
about being old, but it's just good
I'm,
memories to me. Like
I
to
was
wake up in the
I
middle of
was
the night and see Twilight Zone, bro, and then get the crap scared out of you.
I was born in '81, so I'm not that far apart.
Yeah,
Okay.
same thing. I mean, generation usually goes in fives. Like it's not really the decade. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah.
Where things go.
I'll say I'm a millennial too. I was born in '81,
Technically, you are, but it doesn't mean you
but
didn't share the same
but
childhood memories
mentally
that I
I'm
did.
not.
Like with
Mentally I'm not.
like world wrestling figures and like black and white TVs and rotary phones and you know it's just
See, I grew up when when therapy was starting to be talked about, right?
yeah,
You
because
know,
before then it was like give them a Valium. No, nobody's depressed. No, nobody wanted their kid to be labeled depressed or anxious, or
correct.
it was kind of frowned upon.
So yes, you're a millennial, clumsy.
Yeah, millennials are 79 to 80, like Eddie said. Um, but basically it was like the last of like the old analog era into the new digital era. And then, once the 90s came, we got our AOL and then everything changed and here we are now.
Yeah, here we are. You got people on TikTok self-diagnosing themselves, never seeing a therapist or a psychiatrist or a psychologist. Oh, I have this issue because my friend has it. Or this social media influencer has this problem, so don't I.
No, I mean, that's the thing is, and with this AI stuff going on, you know, everything seemed like people used to just do voiceovers, right?
Yes, I
Because
remember that clumsy ASL.
yeah,
Age,
just like they just wanted
location.
to just not have their personal voice on their video, which is respectable. Like you just want to be anonymous. I can respect that. And then now with the AI, like the AI is just creating their own videos, and like nobody knows what's real anymore. It's freaking like I'm not trying to be paranoid about it, but it's just like sometimes you watch a video and you're like, "Is this real?" And sometimes you're like, "No, I don't think this is real." Sorry about that. Ring camera.
Yep. So I'm just between overuse and prescribing, the gap between therapists and individuals grew. Just know, just now is actual talk therapy gaining spotlight over pharma again, which I agree. That's the reason why I'm promoting therapy over big pharma. Okay. Because of the fact that therapy is very important. You know,
It
talking about
is.
your issues, talking about your problems and resolving them and becoming a survivor instead of being a victim your whole life. You know, I was a victim for a majority of my life, and now I'm a survivor. Okay. I'd rather be a survivor and, take responsibility for my own actions instead of blaming everybody else for my actions.
Exactly. And I think that's what's important is that we went through a decade or two where everything was about drugs and this and culture or parenting or whatever. But really, what you have to do is fix yourself, realize yourself, and work on yourself and understand. that even if you were done wrong, it's not your freaking fault. And, you know, we've all had different stages in history where there were things tried and things worked, things failed. And it's unfortunate that some people had to get the bad end of the stick, but, you know, I mean,
I
just
I myself, I myself, for a long time, everything because of the depression, because of everything that I dealt with, and instead of dealing with it, I would say, "Oh, I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem. I'm perfectly fine. I'm
I did
perfectly
the
fine."
same thing, Eddie. I I masked my problems instead of
Yes.
learning how to deal with them. And now I'm middle aged and I'm like, oh man, I if I only didn't start doing this 20 years ago, I would have been fine. And it's a thing. So I want to guide these youngins, if any of them are here, or just tell the people that are our demographic that we're not alone. And sometimes we're misguided, sometimes we're mistreated, sometimes we do the right thing or the wrong thing. But the thing is, you should never blame yourself for it. We always learn.
No.
That's why it's the circle of life. Okay,
Yep.
you go around in circles and finally find the center, and you find that nail point, and you get it done.
Yep. I agree, Vermont. I agree. That was excellent.
Okay, because every time you spin and miss, you get back in that gravitational spin again, and you can hit that landing. But if you don't stop trying, you can't win. Or if
Yes.
you do, you know what I'm trying to say. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So Crazy and Wicked said, not only talking about it helps you, it may help others as well. Your experiences can teach others. So Crazy and Wicked. That so that statement right there, I want to highlight it for a second. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go off topic. So when I'm creeping up on 2 years since this channel's been around, 2 years. My 2 year anniversary is coming up in less than a week, and I'm going to be celebrating here with you guys. Probably do a 12-hour stream. I don't know yet, but I'm in the process of putting a website together that's going to have a vlog that's going to be open to you guys, where you guys can come and anonymously share your experiences with me. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's going to have my merch store. It's going to have everything. It's going to have it all on the website. You know, I'm thinking about looking for somebody to help me write a book.
Dude, I've been trying to do like audio clips and writing some stuff down. I'm like, whoa, man. I need an editor or something. This is not easy. Like,
So the thing is, right, is, well, the thing is, when I started this channel, it was to actually help me. And then
I'm
I
proud of you,
realized
man.
that it was, then I realized it was helping people along the way.
You're in the reflecting
You know,
pool. I mean, I don't know if I just made that up out of my ass, but what I mean is like, you're like, hey, if I'm here, other people might be here too. Let's just get along here and just give people a place to just talk about bullshit where it's serious, but we don't have to give up like certain, private information.
Correct. Gregory, hope you're doing well. How you doing?
So like when you watch your own videos, you find yourself looking almost into a mirror.
I don't watch my own videos, to be honest. I don't
Really?
go back.
Just
Yeah,
to
I
check for
never go back.
like quality or whatever sound.
Nope, because I like it to be
Raw. I'm
real,
sorry. What
raw
is it?
and real.
What?
You know what I'm
Let's just.
saying?
It's not a joke.
Authentic.
It's true. Raw is the
Yeah, I
thing.
want
It
it to
doesn't.
be. Yes, I want it to be.
Natural.
Yes, natural. Because the thing is if you go in and you clip things out and you edit it and stuff like that, that's what I do for my pre-records. When I do my pre-records, I will make sure it's perfect. But when I'm live, why am I going to go through and clip things out and edit it?
Yeah. Well, there's two types of streamers. There's the pre planned streamers, and there's the ones that just go with the flow streamers. And
Yes, I'm the real, raw, and uncut. Yes.
no nasty things implied. It's just that's what we call it in the music industry, um, or the radio
Yes.
industry.
Yes. Authentic. So, but um, I'll post it. I'll keep you guys. I'll let you guys know what's going on. But thank you for
Hey
coming up,
man,
Vermont Cheddar.
I'm sorry.
Thank you for coming up.
Oh no, I'm sorry if I was annoying. Like I don't know what I'm doing. I just sometimes I just want to contribute, and I don't know if I'm
And you
overstepping.
did, Vermont. That's why I said thank you for coming up.
Well, thank you for having me. And
Yes.
if you ever need to call me, like I said, if I don't answer, call 2 or 3 times and send a text. I'll get back to you.
So Manic Mama Studio said, Eddie, I found you when I was very depressed and hiding in the bushes. And you guys helped me back then. Well, thank you for the kind words. And I am glad you're in a better place. And you know how to get a hold of me, Manic Mama.
No, the one thing I can tell you is that if Eddie doesn't get a hold of you, he's really busy or sleeping. That's pretty much it.
Yes, really busy or sleeping.
Nah, man, I don't know if I should go or should hang out. I don't know if you were trying to end the
Yeah,
stream.
I'm gonna finish off my section
All
of
right,
the
cool.
live.
So say your words, say your piece, and I'm very grateful to be part of this community. I love you all here. Um, and it's all a climb. There's no one answer to anything. We're all gonna learn from each other. And let's just
Yes.
be cool and just chill. And then if I tell a story that relates to you or vice versa, whatever. That's how it works, right?
Yeah, we're here for each other.
All right. God bless y'all. Good night.
All right, take care, Vermont. So, on other topics, um, I don't normally do this, you know. So I'm gonna say it now. Okay. The next couple of lives I do, I will be asking you guys for help. Because my best friend's celebration of life is coming up in 19 days. And I need to make it to that celebration of life. So the next couple of days, I will share with you guys what I'm talking about. So I will be going live tomorrow and the rest of this week. So I want to be able to get more information. I'll do that tomorrow, Regina. The guy who killed my best friend is in jail. They already had his funeral. I wasn't able to make it, but it was family only, which I respect. And his daughter reached out to me and said that the celebration of life will be on the 23rd of this month. Okay. So I've been talking to some people outside of YouTube, but if I can come up with a portion of it, they'll probably come up with the rest because they know how important this is to me. You know, I call all my friends and family, right? People that I'm close to. You know, I'm that person that'll just call you just to say hi, even if it's just to say hi and hear your voice and then hang up. It doesn't take but 5 seconds out of your day to call that person and say hi. Even if you don't have all day, but you got 5 to 10 seconds to say hi, how are you, have a good day, good talking to you, and hang up. At least that person knows you're still breathing, and you know that person's still breathing. Too many people make excuses on why they can't take time out of their day to call their friend or their loved one or a family member. I think a lot of us, we hold anger towards our loved ones, and that's not healthy. Hopefully one day, I'll be honest, I have an older sister, and we don't connect. We don't get along with each other. We can't stand each other. And I hope that changes. Because she's blood. She's my older sister. We have the same mom. You know, it's just very important that if you got a best friend that you ain't talked to in 6 months, ring them. If you got 5-10 minutes out of your day to watch TV, you got that same amount of time where you can make a phone call. You know, just saying. Let them know that you're still breathing. And make sure they're still breathing. I think the pain will get better once I'm able to get up north and say my goodbyes. Go to his burial site and talk to him. Because he shouldn't be there. The man was a phenomenal father. He was a phenomenal human being. He had his flaws, but we all have flaws. No one's perfect. All he did was go and rescue a woman from a domestic violence situation and gets his life taken for that. It's mind-blowing. One thing I can tell you about him, he wore his heart on his sleeve. So, Jason 215, how you doing? So, you know, at least your brother knows you're still breathing, Connie. You reach out to him, you text him, you know, at least he knows you're still breathing and you still care. That's all that matters. You put in the effort. You can't be mad at yourself. You put in the effort. So, everybody, I will see you guys tomorrow, 6:30. And we'll talk about cognitive behavioral therapy like we did DBT. With that being said, I am out, and I will see you tomorrow.
Let's talk about the mind for a minute. The kind of battles fought, you don't just win it. It's a war zone inside, no camouflage. Every thought's a grenade, sitting ready to barrage. Growing up, they said man up, but never speak up. So I bottled it all, like a shaking soda cup. Pressure building inside, I could feel it crack. But the world outside only sees the mask, not the fact. Depression knocking at the door, anxiety's my guest. They invited themselves in, now I'm under duress. But mental health ain't a weakness, it's the strength to own. Every scar, every tear, every struggle we've honed.